Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you, and we're very sorry for this short delay. حضرات السيدات والسادة أيها الضيوف الكرام، مرحبا بكم ونعتذر عن هذا التأخير. My name is Sharif Belfqih and I'm the Dean of Student Affairs at AUI University and your Master of Ceremonies for today. Today we're celebrating the graduation of the sixth cohort of graduates of AUI University. At the beginning of our ceremony, deans, faculty, and graduates will enter the room. في بداية الحفل سيدخل قاعة الحفل السادة العمداء والأساتذة والخريجون. Now, the deans of AUI University schools. Next, to enter the room will be the faculty of AUI University. يدخل الآن أعضاء هيئة التدريس في الجامعة. While faculty are being seated, may I ask you, please, if you haven't already done so, to turn off your mobile phones. بينما يجلس أعضاء هيئة التدريس أطلب منكم إطفاء هواتفكم النقالة أو على الأقل وضعها على وضع صامت. Either turn them off or please put them on the silent mode. And now, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, help me welcome the graduates of AUI University, the class of 2003. They are coming. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We will now begin our ceremony with the national anthem of the Kingdom of Morocco. نبدأ الحفل بتحية النشيد الوطني. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. We will begin our ceremony proper with readings from the Holy Quran. Student Faisal Khalid will read a few verses from chapter 16, verses 125 to 128. خير ما نبدأ به حفلنا آيات بينات من كتاب الله العزيز ما تيسر من سورة النحل يتلوها علينا الطالب فيصل خالد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي هي أحسن إن ربك هو أعلم بمن ضل عن سبيله وهو أعلم بالمهتدين وإن عاقبتم فعاقبوا بمثل ما عوقبتم به ولئن صبرتم لهو خير للصابرين. آمنت بالله صدق الله مولانا العظيم.
Shukran, Faisal. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like now, please, to take a minute to introduce to you our distinguished guests on the stage. We have our Chancellor of the Al Akhawain University, Mr. Uthman bin Jalloun. And then I'll introduce the other members, please, if I may, before I give the floor to Mr. Chancellor. Monsieur Alain Duteil, Vice President of ST Microelectronics. And our keynote speaker for today. Mr. Rashid bin Mukhtar bin Abdullah, President of Al Akhawain University. Next, Counselor to His Majesty the King, Dr. Abbas Al-Jirari. Next is Secretary of State for Youth, Mr. Mohammed Al-Gahs. The Governor of the Ifran Province, Mr. Lahsan Al-Hallam. Counselor to His Royal Highness Prince Abdul Aziz ibn Fahd. Dr. Uthman Al-Rawaf. Dr. Uthman is also a member of the Saudi Consultative Council and a founding member of the list is long. He's a founding member of the Friends of Al-Akhawain Association in Saudi Arabia. Mr. Chung Il Park, Ambassador of the Korean Republic. Ambassador Abdul Qadir Al-Ansari, Director General of the Cooperation Agency. President of the Meknes Tafilalet Economic Region, Mr. Saeed Shbatu. First President of the newly founded Al-Akhawain Alumni Association, Mr. Radwan Al-Tazi. I would like now to invite the Chancellor of Al-Akhawain University to deliver his speech. Mr. Chancellor.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellency, Advisory to His Majesty the King, Dr. Abbas Al-Jirari, distinguished Minister, Governors and Ambassadors, Mr. Alain Dutheil, keynote speaker of our ceremony, Mr. Board Member, Mr. President Ben Mokhtar, dear faculty and staff, dear graduates, families and friends, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome the parents, families and friends as we gather to celebrate the achievements of the graduating class of 2003. A moment ago, before the opening of this ceremony, I had the opportunity of seeing up close your cheerful faces during our traditional photo shoot. And believe me, your excitement and enthusiasm is definitely contagious. Today is a special day. Finally, you can see all your hard work and accomplishments rewarded. We are proud of you. I thus wish, dear graduates, to share some insights with you based on my own personal experiences. I would like foremost highlight the recommendation: remain aware of your immediate and global environment. Integrate the dimension of your responsibility as citizens. I recommend that you express a commitment. Certainly, you have been blessed with a gift, which is your education. You constitute privileged youth with your unique cross-cultural experience living in this university. But with this gift comes responsibility. In the face of deep changes in Morocco and in the world, you will be called upon to spread what you have to share and shed this light of your experience. Your lives will be enriched by your professional experience, but all the more so through your commitment to public service, by giving back part of what was given to you, whether to your university, your communities, or your countries. This commitment reflects a first aspect, that of cultivating a world vision with respect Moroccan culture and values, all the while placing it within a global perspective open to the world, nourished by other views and a universal ethic. Morocco is precisely very well positioned to establish these bridges, and you are its ambassadors. Dear graduates, I invite each and every one of you to make a commitment, also encompassing a dimension of the future, that of responsibility towards future generations. From the beginning of your professional life and throughout, always keep this responsibility in mind. This responsibility is about a duty of audacity and imagination in the face of multiple challenges that threaten our environment right at the dawn of the 21st century. The ecological environment threatened in its biodiversity, the atmospheric environment, and the risk of pollution definitely damaging. The environment which is being violated throughout the world, that of freedom, of democracy, respect of human dignity, based on mutual understanding and the ideal of shared well-being, peacefully and safely sheltered from the ills of conflicts. The environment of cultural diversity, faced with the pressures of an impoverishing uniformization. An environment of economic and social progress and the continuous quest for what engenders the creation of employment and wealth, the dissemination of education, training, and information. Dear graduates, now as you are about to step away from this beautiful campus, after years at AUI, be aware that there is a complex world waiting for you out there, shaken and reshaped by many tragic events all over the continents. We have witnessed what happened recently in Casablanca. That was wounded in its core. We have been overwhelmed by emotions from shock and puzzlement to anguish and grief in the face of this tragedy, as no one ever imagined it could happen at home, on our own soil. Consequently, let me express to you, dear graduates, my last recommendation. My last recommendation has to do with another aspect of your commitment, the requirement for spirituality, and for the majority of us here in Morocco within the framework of our religion, Islam. Our Islam, an Islam of tolerance, of dialogue, and of coexistence, an Islam of peace that preserves from obscurantism, fundamentalism, and extremism in acts and words, in practices and customs. We must, above all, preserve this incomparable, rich Moroccan civilization. We received it as inheritance, and we have to hand it over to future generations. Through this commitment to future generations, that way, no one will ever touch our patrimony. No one will touch our country. Matqis biladi. Matqis biladi.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. With your permission, I'll take a couple of minutes just to give highlights in Arabic for those who don't speak English. I won't be long, I promise. أود أن أوجز للسادة الحضور بعض ما ورد في خطاب السيد عثمان بن جلون باقتضاب. خاطب الخريجين وقال: منذ فترة كانت لي الفرصة سانحة لكي أتأمل عن قرب وجوهكم المشرقة خلال فترة أخذ الصورة التذكارية، وأود أن أقول بأن ابتهاجكم وتفاؤلكم أضحى معديا. ثم خاطبهم قائلا: لقد تمكنتم من الاستفادة من الحاضر المتمثل في تربيتكم، فأنتم شباب محظوظ، فقد عشتم في محيط متعدد الثقافات في هذه الجامعة، غير أن هذا الامتياز تصحبه مسؤولية. تحدث عن التزام الخريجين الذي يجب أن يتعلق أولا باحترام الثقافة والقيم المغربية ونظرة تندرج في آفاق منفتحة على العالم. تحدث أيضا عن المسؤولية تجاه الأجيال المقبلة، وتحدث هذه المسؤولية تتبلور في الجرأة والابتكار، المحافظة على المحيط البيئي، وأيضا المحيط الثقافي والاقتصادي والاجتماعي. ثم تحدث أخيرا عن المتطلبات الروحانية التي يجب أن يتحلى بها كل خريج في إطار إسلام التسامح والحوار والتعايش، والإسلام الداعي للسلام والذي يحمي من الفكر الظلامي والتطرف والتعصب. وقال: لقد تلقينا حضارتنا كميراث من أجدادنا ويجب أن ننقلها إلى أحفادنا. وأنهى كلمته بالإشارة إلى كلمة مدقس شبلاتي. I would like now to invite the President of Al-Akhawain University to address the graduates. يتفضل الآن سيد رئيس الجامعة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear graduates, dear parents, ladies and gentlemen. It's gives me great pleasure to have you with us today to celebrate the graduation of the 6th cohort of our students. This is a moment long awaited by the students, and we are gathered here in recognition of the efforts they made and the achievements they realized. This moment is also awaited by parents to see their loved ones reap the fruits of their efforts and sacrifice, and rewarded for their perseverance and hard work. So this is as much their celebration and ours as it is a celebration of our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to congratulate the graduates of 2003 for the achievement they made during their years of study at this university. To them I say, I am sure that as you leave this place and engage in a new experience, you will remember the moments of joy and satisfaction you had at this very environment, the friendships you made, and the academic and life lessons you learned. These are the moments that will stick to your memories to accompany you in your way on the future. You have learned to work under pressure and adhere to the rules of the institution, while contributing to our continuous quest for improvement. You have lived in an environment whose main concern is to cultivate and foster the values of dialogue, tolerance, and understanding, and to prepare its students to be good citizens of their country while being able to coexist with the other, regardless of his culture and beliefs. Time has proven our approach right. Following the May 16 tragic events of Casablanca, which we deplored at the time in the strongest of terms, our conviction grew even stronger in our mission statement, that of fostering an environment of tolerance and mutual understanding, which we teach, promote, and defend. More than ever before, education institutions like ours are called upon to lay the foundation of a multicultural basis for tomorrow's citizens of the world, to emphasize the principle of peace, identity, tolerance, and love, and celebration of life. Dear graduates, as you leave this university, you will continue to carry the real meaning of these values and the importance of commitment to them. Let them be the candle that enlightens your path to the future, to explore the wide and promising prospects awaiting you as you spread AUI's message around you. Our faculty's role has been very important, and I invite them to keep up the good work they are doing. I take this opportunity to express, on behalf of the class 2003, deep gratitude for their hard work and dedication, not only to their academic duties, but to the education for life in general, without which today's achievement would have been very different.